Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Friday, March 20th, 2026. I am Diedra Sealey. In the headlines, carnival-like atmosphere sweeps Grenville as St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School celebrates their double bubble victory. St. Patrick's family homeless after house fire. Government to launch public employment agency, and Prime Minister calls for private sector readiness ahead of Spice Mass 2026. Regionally, U.S. blockade deepens Cuba's fuel crisis. Internationally, UN Security Council meets as Bahrain warns of Middle East risks. In sports, a double-header set for the bowl-off of inter-sector cricket next week, while the Spice Girls in early preparation to clash against Caymans. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The streets of Grenville exploded with scores of students, teachers, coaches, past students, and supporters as St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School's historic double victory at the Intercall Games sent the parish into celebration mode. Shania McIntosh was there and filed this report.
Today we are here in the town of Grenville, St. Andrew, where we are witnessing the victory of the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School. They won both the boys and girls division for the Intercall Games 2026.
History, pride, and pure excitement fill the streets of Grenville, celebrating the St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School remarkable victory in both male and female division at the Intercall Games, an achievement many are calling a double bubble win. Students, athletes, and supporters poured into the town, marching through Grenville with chants, music, and school spirit on full display. The atmosphere was electric as the school community came together to celebrate as what is being described as the first time in recent history that the institution has captured both titles. The celebration quickly grew, with many residents joining in the festivities, applauding the athletes for their hard work and dedication. The excitement is expected to continue with a motorcade set to make its way to Tivoli as part of the ongoing victory celebrations. GBN spoke with several of the standout athletes who reflected on their performances and the significance of the win. Many expressed pride in representing their school and emphasized their determination to build on this success in the years ahead.
I won the 200, I came first, and the 400, but sadly I came second. And we all came first. The whole team came first.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel fantastic that I can come in SAS and participate in Intercall and help us come down with the 2 trophies.
Very proud to represent the SAS school because they're known for sports and athletics. But I feel great, yes.
And what are you hoping for in the future? Do you want to further this?
Well, basically I want to go in the Olympics like Kiani James and do my best. So I will continue with track and never give up. Yes.
I did my best and I wish to run the Olympics, which is my goal. I want to become just like Kiani James, representing my country, Grenada.
How do you feel about being a SAS student? And tell me what were your celebrations leading up to Intercar? How did you train?
I felt very proud. I trained very hard for a gold. I felt very happy.
Beyond the track, students also use the moment to highlight an important message about gender-based violence, calling for unity, respect, and change within their community.
What has been happening for the past month or so, it wasn't a nice feeling knowing that parents had to lose their children, and I felt it a lot because I grew up in a house with women, 2 sisters and my mom, no brother.
You've been working hard, it shows.
Yes, we've been working hard. The plan was to go out there and get the double, and we did it. So I'm just proud of everyone and the whole team. As you can see, we're celebrating right now here.
The historic victory not only cements St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School's place in intercal history, but also showcases the power of teamwork, resilience, and purpose both on and off the field. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Meanwhile, at the recently concluded Intercollegiate Games at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium, the spotlight extended beyond medal counts to a powerful display of inclusion in sport, as organizers of the Games included students from the School for Special Education for the 4th year. Here's that story from Chrislina John.
While celebrations continue for the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School following their victory in both the girls and boys divisions, another group of athletes is also being recognized for their outstanding efforts. 12 student athletes from the School for Special Education proudly represented their institutions, demonstrating that sport is truly for everyone. Their participation proved to be more than symbolic. In one of the standout moments of the meet, athlete Jaden Emery of the Victoria School for Special Education delivered a record-breaking performance in the boys' 100-meter dash, clocking an impressive 12.93 seconds. He was followed closely by Fulton Joseph in 12.97 seconds, with Tyrone Williams finishing third in 13.47 seconds. In the girls' 80-meter event, Michaela Patterson secured first place in 12.40 seconds, ahead of Angelica Phillip in 14.07 seconds, and Connie Smart, who placed third, in 14.27 seconds. Coordinator for this aspect of the Games, Glenn Alexander, noted a slight decline in participation this year, but emphasized the importance of continuing to provide opportunities for athletes on the national stage.
What we did is that we asked them to not only have them appear when we have our sessions for them at the national stadium, but also to start at their school. So they started the preparation at the school. We encouraged them to, because they are part of GUT, to have them participate in the GUT sport in their parish.
Alexander also expressed hope that Jaden Emery's record-setting performance will inspire greater participation at the regional and international levels. Looking ahead, he says the focus is on fostering true inclusion without labels.
Right. So that student who broke the record is, we are saying that possibly as a result of the training and the hard work of the coach of that school. So we want to thank all of the schools and all of the coaches who participated and supported this venture. But of course, we know at Paralympic we want to be able to provide greater avenue for them, and in that vein they fall under the intellectual, and we're hoping that we're going to push all the way to have greater and wider participation of athletes, not only in Grenada but the region and international. It's not, sometimes when you're special you're being labeled, and we don't want that kind of inclusion in terms of you being labeled as special.
There was also a brief moment of concern during the girls' 80-meter event when one athlete experienced discomfort with the starting instrument.
Well, let me just say that in the past, I think this is our 4th year, we have always had the services of Mr. Ralph Lord, along with the pistol in the training session who would assist and take them through and let them understand what is the expectation and what it is. However, I'm not using that as an excuse, but we did not have a service this year, and possibly it might have been an oversight because that said individual who we noticed a problem with, she has been in at least the past 2 years participating, but it's something that the technocrats, they did reach out to us to say that possibly this is something that we need to look into.
Organizers and supporters have praised the continued push towards inclusivity, noting that initiatives like these not only enhance athletic development, but also build confidence, community, and mutual respect. As the curtains close on Intercall 2026, the success of SAS and the inspiring performances from the schools for special education together highlighted a broader message, one where excellence and inclusion go hand in hand, shaping the future of sport in Grenada. Christina John, GBN News.
Continuing with Intercall, the Royal Grenada Police Force is reporting what it describes as an extremely safe and well-managed Intercall 2026. Here's another report from Christina John.
Divisional Commander Kenneth Bascom led policing operations on the ground, while traffic management was coordinated by Rondell Batiste, head of the traffic department. Speaking via telephone earlier today, Assistant Superintendent Bascom outlined a 3-pronged policing strategy that was implemented throughout the 3-day event, contributing to its overall success.
The first part of the plan included proper screening before persons were allowed entry into the venue, and the screening included both searches of persons and bags, etc., to ensure that nothing illegal was able to make its way into the venue. The second part involved crowd management during the event, where we deployed a number of uniformed and plainclothes officers to ensure that the venue remained safe and secure for all concerned. And the third part of the approach was after the event, where we deployed a number of officers to the environs of the stadium to ensure again that as persons exited the stadium, they were able to make their way onto public transportation or private transportation in an orderly manner and get home safely and as quickly as possible.
The RGPF has credited the positive outcome not only to strategic planning, but also to the high level of discipline displayed by students and patrons in attendance.
We can declare that Intercall 2026 was extremely successful. In fact, I believe that it will go down in history as one of the most successful Intercalls we would have had, definitely in recent times. And I want to attribute a lot of the successes of Intercall 2026 to the good behavior of our students and our patrons. For the entire 3 days of Intercall 2026, there were no major law enforcement issues that we had to contend with at the games. And so I just want to highly commend our students and our patrons who attended the games on the different days for the extremely good behavior. And we look forward to building from these successes as we head into Carifta 2026.
Following the successful execution of security operations, the RGPF says the approach used during Intercall 2026 will now serve as a blueprint for policing and security planning for the upcoming Carifta Games. Christina John, GBN News.
Shifting gears, a St. Patrick family is now counting their losses after a devastating fire left them homeless. Shania McIntosh has more details.
A family of 11 from La Fortune St. Patrick has been left in shock after a massive fire destroyed their 4-bedroom home, leaving nothing behind to salvage. Homeowner Stephanie Bernice McQueen, also known as Lucy, recounted the terrifying ordeal. She said she first noticed a strong burning smell coming from inside the house. However, her immediate concern was the safety of her young 4-year-old grandson. Within moments, the situation escalated and the house was engulfed in flames. McQueen and her family were forced to flee for their lives, escaping with only the clothes on their backs. The blaze completely destroyed the structure and all of its contents, leaving the large family without shelter or personal belongings. Now displaced and trying to come to terms with the tragedy, McQueen is appealing to the public for assistance as she begins the difficult process of rebuilding her life.
At the time of the fire, I was inside. I was in my kitchen, doing my dishes and stuff. And I only get a scent like something was burning. So then I left from the kitchen and I went out to the veranda. I saw no fire. Then while going back inside, I only see the smoke, like from inside my room. But then I had a little child with me, so I keep calling him more, JJ. So then, he still not answering. So I just to shift the curtain from inside of my room, and then that time the fire exposed. I still calling JJ, so I don't to run across. When I go see him between 2 barrels inside my room, he just stoop down between 2 barrels and he just watching. So I said, JJ, you know your grandma calling, why didn't come on? So I have to just grab his hand and just run with him.
A family of 11 from La Fortune St. Patrick has been left in shock after a massive fire destroyed their 4-bedroom home, leaving nothing behind to salvage. Homeowner Stephanie Bernice McQueen, also known as Lucy, recounted the terrifying ordeal. She said she first noticed a strong burning smell coming from inside the house. However, her immediate concern was the safety of her young 4-year-old grandson. Within moments, the situation escalated and the house was engulfed in flames. McQueen and her family were forced to flee for their lives, escaping with only the clothes on their backs. The blaze completely destroyed the structure and all of its contents, leaving the large family without shelter or personal belongings. Now displaced and trying to come to terms with the tragedy, McQueen is appealing to the public for assistance as she begins the difficult process of rebuilding her life. Anyone willing to assist Stephanie McQueen can contact her directly.
Who willing to assist me with anything they have, I will be grateful to it, and then my number will be 458-6618. I'll thank you very much. The minister was by me here last night, Mr. Dennis Cornwall. He was here, and he had other, neighbors and friends who was around too. Yeah, someone bring me some stuff yesterday for us to get to bed and change, and this morning one bring me some breakfast.
Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Coming up in network news, government to launch public employment agency, and Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell calls for private sector readiness ahead of Spice Mass 2026. We'll be back after these messages.
Something big is happening in Grenada, and you won't want to miss it. The Democratic People's Movement holds its first ever Congress, Sunday, March 22nd at the Grenada Trade Center, starting at 10 a.m. with a private session and at 2 p.m. with the public session. Delegates will ratify the DPM Constitution, elect officers, and unveil parliamentary candidates ready to represent you from South St. George to St. Patrick. The movement that's shaking up Grenadian politics is making it official, and the nation is watching. March 22nd, Grenada Trade Center. The DPM Congress becomes the people's movement.
Protect the working neighbor, turn our struggle into favor, give our children What if growing your savings came with more flexibility and more rewards? Introducing the Ariza Advantage account from Ariza Credit Union. Earn 3.5% interest per year with a minimum first deposit of just EC $10,000. Enjoy a 5-year fixed term, unlimited deposits, no monthly fees, and added loan security. Plus exclusive Advantage member privileges, priority services, special offers, and more. Get the Ariza Advantage. This is the Ariza Promise. Better value, better service, members first. Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
Courts is giving you the chance to experience the Caribbean's premier music and arts event, the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. Every Courts purchase of $2,999 or more from now to April 23rd gives you a chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip for two to enjoy the music, the flair, and to create unforgettable memories for you and your guests. Don't miss this opportunity. Shop today only at Courts, bringing value home. Conditions apply.
Every generation has its moment. A moment when a nation decides to build something greater for its people.
Grenada, get ready. Something powerful is coming your way. Join internationally renowned speaker, Prophet Kofi Danso, known for restoration, healing, and life transformation. This is more than a gathering, it's an encounter. If you're seeking clarity, hope, or a fresh start, this event is for you. March 20th, 7 p.m. at GBSS Auditorium, Grenada Boys Secondary School, Tanti. Admission is free. One night can change everything.
Invitations are worth saying yes to. Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited is celebrating 15 years of its Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Join us on the Sister Al of Carriacou on April 19th from the Alexis Food Stores at 3:30 p.m. and mainland Grenada on May 3rd from the SSU Camp in Point Salines at 3:30 p.m. as we celebrate 15 years of saying yes to family, fitness, and fun. Register now. Get ready to pump it up with us. Individual packages are $25 and groups of 3 or more are $20 per package. All proceeds will go to the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. For more information, visit our website or any of our retail banking units.
Welcome home.
Look to the east for the coming of Bingo!
Grenada! This is the big one! Sunday, March 29th, Progress Park St. Andrew is the place to be as Megafools Promotions presents the second edition of the massive Eastside Mega Bingo! Get ready to shout Bingo! At 5 p.m. because we've got over $100,000 in cash to be won!
This is awesome!
We're talking 10 games at $5,000 each and 5 games at $10,000. Tickets are just $60 for one or $100 for two. So make it a date. Progress Park, Sunday, March 29th for the massive Eastside Mega Bingo. Brought to you by Carib. It's the way we play.
Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop. Life's about to pop. Oh yeah, with cash pop. Pick your number 1 to 50. See your price right when you play. $5 they come win easy. Cash pops. One number, that's all you need. Win up to 2,500 indeed. Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop.
Must be 18 or older to play. NLA supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. As part of efforts to address labor market issues, the government is working to roll out a public employment services agency this year. More details in this report. Senator Claudette Joseph, Minister for Legal Affairs, Labor and Consumer Affairs, disclosed the government's plans to launch a public employment agency, matching job seekers and employers. On the margins of the Decent Work Country Program workshop, Minister Joseph spoke to GBN about the existing legislation. According to the Employment Act of 1999, the Labor Commissioner is responsible for heading an employment agency and maintaining a register of employers seeking workers and workers seeking employment. However, the minister explained that this aspect of the law has never been activated.
We've had the law since 1999, the Labor Code, but that aspect of it was never activated. And so we are looking to set up the agency that would speak to public employment services. Essentially, it's helping people who are looking for work. So you leave school, you're entering into the job market, you could enter your information on the platform. Similarly, the employers looking for workers enter the information, and the agency helps to match workers with employers.
As per National Labor Force Survey results published by the Central Statistical Office, in the second quarter of 2025, 10.8% of labor force respondents, or 6,220 people, self-identified as unemployed. In recent months, several government officials have also expressed concern about a lack of skilled labor in key industries, such as construction and tourism. As the government works towards addressing labor issues, such as skills gaps, Joseph anticipates that with legislative amendments, the agency will be launched by the end of this year.
We are hoping by the end of this year we will have something in place. As we settle down with the Decent Work Country Program, we will go back to the public employment services. We have the policy document already, get cabinet approval, we make whatever legislative changes we need to make.
Diedra, Sealey, GBN News. With Spice Mass 2026 on the horizon, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is calling on Grenada's private sector to ramp up preparations, ensuring a safe, seamless, and vibrant carnival experience for all. Rena Pierre-Thomas reports.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is urging Grenada's private sector to be fully prepared for the upcoming carnival season, as the country anticipates a significant influx of visitors for Spice Mass 2026. During last Tuesday's DMs with PM program, Mitchell emphasized the need for businesses to ensure they have adequate services in place to meet increased demand, particularly in areas such as hospitality, transportation, education, and entertainment. He stressed that readiness will be key to delivering a positive experience for both locals and visitors during the festive period.
I mean, it's the job of the private sector to anticipate demand and to be able to match that supply. So certainly, I expect that if you know that there's going to be an influx of visitors, if you know more and more people are coming to the island, that those of us who are in the private sector will certainly then take the appropriate measures to make that demand. So if you ask me, there are wonderful opportunities for entrepreneurs to find solutions to those kinds of things, to get into the food business, or it doesn't have to be permanent, temporary food, accommodation, transportation. It's an opportunity to have more persons engaged in things like ride share, right? To put your vehicle in a ride share app so that if persons need to carpool and so on, then you can make money via taxi, etc. So I see it as an opportunity.
The Prime Minister also highlighted the importance of safety, noting that while the government will play their part, collaboration with the private sector is essential. He assured that measures will be implemented to improve traffic flow and enhance security to protect all patrons. Mitchell added that creating a safe and well-organized environment will be critical to the overall success of Spicemas.
I mean, there's only so much services the government can provide. We can provide the safety and the security aspects. We can certainly manage traffic and so on. Those are things. We can certainly ensure that as much as possible, entry to and from the airport is as seamless as possible. But the rental business is not the government's own. You know, the accommodation is not the government own. And what I think has to happen, because I think we sensed since the massive success last year of Carnival, that there's going to be renewed interest and growing interest in Grenada's Carnival. And I want to encourage, it's not too late, the private sector, therefore, to make sure that they can stock up and they can anticipate and meet the demand and ensure that both the public sector and the private sector can work seamlessly to match.
Says with proper planning and collaboration, Grenada can deliver a safe, vibrant, and memorable Spicemas 2026 experience for all. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says his administration has not overlooked the fire department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, noting that significant investments have recently been made in new high-grade equipment to improve its operations and service to the public.
The truth is, fire attendants do have very specialized equipment, and they take a very long time to be procured. In fact, we've sought to sort of use hybrid fire trucks. We in fact got a recommendation from Mr. James Ince, who had bought a water truck from Jamaica and had indicated to us that based on his observations in Jamaica, the police and fire authorities there were converting them into fire trucks. And we've actually pursued that. And I believe last week one of the trucks actually arrived on the island and is being cleared. So we are looking at investing more in the.
PM Mitchell added that the government is also exploring innovative ways to strengthen the department's response capacity as the nation continues to face emerging challenges.
We certainly appreciate the significance of having a well-resourced, well-equipped fire response system. We also recognize that we have to be creative, because the challenge we have is many of our roads are quite small, quite narrow, and sometimes they're blocked by vehicular traffic or other obstacles. So we can't necessarily rely on some of the large fire tenders that we have to be able to actually provide service to the public.
Food waste and compassion in the community are in the spotlight. It's time for your GBN ISAW.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
eyesore reporter discovered a quantity of callaloo dumped in garbage in the heart of town. He's questioning why good food was discarded, especially when there are people who may be struggling to afford a meal. He believes that instead of throwing food away, that it would be better to offer it to someone in need. He hopes this incident will spark a meaningful conversation about waste and the importance of looking out for those who are less fortunate. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's for GBN eyesore.
After the break, Sandals Grenada team wins resort song contest.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you running a business or just running a hustle? Join Grenville Cooperative Credit Union for its 3rd annual Business Smart Forum under the theme From Hustle to Enterprise, Building Structured, Sustainable Businesses. March 26th, Grenada Trade Center. Registration begins 9:30 in the morning. Engage in powerful workshop-style sessions on managing the small business like a business, not a hustle. Financial discipline for small businesses because cash flow is king. Network with experts from Grenada Industrial Development Corporation, Inland Revenue, and Grenada Chamber of Commerce. Register today at any GCCU branch or call 442-8602. Your contribution, members, $100, $150 for non-members. At GCCU, small business is our business.
The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division are coming to a community near you. That's right, our satellite offices are on the move, bringing services closer to home. No long travel, no hassle, just quick, convenient service right in your community. We'll be on location to help you with all your tax and vendor registration matters. Ask about tax refunds, file objections, check property tax balances, pay your taxes on the spot, and yes, you can even register for GTax and sign up for the new vendors portal. Catch us at these locations: in St. George, at the Bruce Street Mall on Friday, February 27th and March 27th, at our Young Street office on March 7th and March 14th, in St. John on Friday, February 27th at St. Francis Street. We'll be at the Grenville Car Park in St. Andrew and at the Carriacou District Revenue Office on Friday, March 13th. And on Friday, March 20th, we'll be at the District Revenue Offices in St. Patrick and St. Mark. All locations open from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Longer hours, more convenience, better service for you. The Inland Revenue Division and the Accountant General Division's Satellite Office. Don't miss this opportunity.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you're running, we'll be right there with you. come true.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
A trip to Grenada from April 4th to the 6th, 2026. A decision you'll never regret. This isn't just any destination. It's where passion meets performance. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games, hosted at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium in St. George's. Under the theme, Passion Drives Performance. The best of the Caribbean's junior athletes will compete in electrifying track and field competition. Organize now and be part of an experience like no other, where talent, passion, and perseverance come alive on the land of 100,000 jab. Feel the passion, celebrate the performance, and create memories that will last a lifetime in pure Grenada, the land of warmth, spirit, and unstoppable energy. Welcome to the 53rd Carifta Games.
Whenever happy to see me, nobody is strangers. One big family. There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
To all policyholders of the Grenada branch of CLICO International Life, this is a reminder to contact the Judicial Manager's representatives if you were an active policyholder or policy claimant as of November 30th, 2014 and have not received your personalized letter. The contact details are hotline and WhatsApp 473-404-2632 or 473-405-4950 or 767-235-4160 or 784-494-1216. Available Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Email clicoqueries@deloitte.com or clicoqueries@clicoholdings.com. You can also visit our website at www.clicolife.com for full details. In-person meetings will be conducted from March 11th to March 25th, 2026. You are invited to call to schedule your appointment. The Judicial Managers thank you for your understanding and cooperation.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
2 team members from Grenada emerged victorious in Sandals Resort's first region-wide team talent competition, winning $10,000 for creating the company's new service anthem.
Sandals Resorts held its first group-wide team talent contest, Resort Rhythms, bringing together staff from across the Caribbean. The contest asked team members to write and perform an original song about the values that define the Sandals experience. Over 100 entries came in from Sandals and Beaches Resorts employees in 9 countries. The final event took place in Jamaica, where the top 4 performances teams represented Grenada, Jamaica, and the Bahamas. The winners, Brent McMayo and Akim Batiste from Sandals, Grenada, received a $10,000 prize for their upbeat song, The Sandals Way. Their song is now the official anthem for the company's service DNA, a set of values and standards for all Sandals staff.
We are Sandals Beaches team members. We are consistent in whatever we do, taking it to the next level, and we smile. When I smile, you smile, we smile. It's a Caribbean thing, yeah. It's a Sandals thing, yeah. Smile, hey. Keep a big smile on my face, you know. Every day, all day, give a little bit more.
Sandals Executive Chairman Adam Stewart praised all the finalists and surprised them with a special reward, a Sandals holiday with airfare and VIP treatment.
Shine bright in the caravan sun, every step, every smile. You face, people on your feet.
The contest, created by the company's experience department, celebrates the unique talents of team members while highlighting the spirit of Caribbean hospitality at the heart of the Sandals brand. Tony Julian, GBN News.
Stay with us. Sports is up next.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
As we look ahead to 2026, we're committed to elevating Grenada's presence on the global stage. Our integrated tactical focus includes media relations, travel trade engagement, sales activation, and digital campaigns. These efforts are designed to ensure visibility and establish leadership in our niche pillar marketing. We invite you to join us on this journey by supporting our initiatives and sharing the beauty of our Tri-Island state with the world. Together, we can make 2026 a year of growth and success for our islands. Whether you're a local stakeholder, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves Grenada, your involvement is crucial to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Let's make 2026 a year to remember.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Clients Instacash, Monday to Sunday, and there are no draws.
So, what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
In sporting news, the Windies will be looking to rebound in their second outing against Australia tomorrow. Despite putting up a spirited but ultimately unsuccessful fight against Australia in the opening T20I of their home series on March 19th, they fell by 43 runs at the Arnosvale Stadium in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Despite the loss, the match featured several positive takeaways for the home side as they built momentum for the upcoming T20 World Cup. The Windies attack, led by veteran Diedra, consistently challenged the world-ranked Australians. Doughton was the standout with the ball, finishing with impressive figures of 3 for 35 and claiming the key wicket of Elise Perry to break a dangerous 99-run partnership. Opening the innings, Kiana Joseph gave the Caribbean fans plenty to cheer for, clubbing 45 off 39 balls, including 7 fours and a 6. Alongside Stephanie Taylor, she helped the Windies reach a balanced 68 for 1 at the halfway mark, keeping the chase alive. Captain Hayley Matthews noted that while the team showed promise, they must address the high volume of dot balls in the middle overs to keep pace with top-tier opposition. The squad remains unchanged for the rest of the T20 series, signaling the coaching staff's confidence in this balanced mix of legendary veterans and rising stars. Continuing with cricket, the sport takes center stage in Grenada next Monday as a doubleheader kicks off the 2026 Inter-Sector Win-Ball Cricket Competition. Organized by the Grenada Chamber of Industry and Commerce, the event sees local professionals trading their business suits for cricket gear and sneakers. With 28 teams officially registered, this year's lineup includes teams representing the backbone of Grenada's economy. From banking and utilities to hospitality and retail, the tournament promises a vibrant atmosphere where office rivalries are settled on the pitch. The competition bowls off at 3 p.m. at Montrouge in what the GCIC describes as an initiative that is about wellness, networking, and strengthening the bonds of the business community. In football, Grenada's senior women's national team is preparing to return to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium for a high-stakes clash against the Cayman Islands. The energy is building as the senior women's national team prepares for their penultimate test in the CONCACAF women's qualifiers. Currently sitting in 4th in Group C, every point is now critical for our girls as they look to finish this campaign on a high note. Mark your calendars for Tuesday, April 14th. Kickoff is set for 5 p.m. This isn't just a game, it's a national call to action to defend home turf against a tough Cayman side. Following this home encounter, the team heads to Bermuda for their final group match on April 18th. The Classic Lighting Caribbean National Netball Tournament 2026 will take place on Saturday, March 28th. Netball Grenada is organizing the event as part of efforts to grow the sport through grassroots development and community involvement. Spokesperson Janelle Andrews said the tournament is a key part of this strategy and is expected to bring together over 10 teams from across the island. Teams like Top Strikers, Queen's Park Rangers, and SJC are set to compete in junior, senior, and male divisions. The event will also give former players a chance to return to the court. Entry is $5 for adults and $2 for children. That concludes our sports. Now for regional and international news. regional news, Cuba has gone more than 3 months without oil deliveries, according to President Miguel Diaz-Canel. The United States imposed an oil blockade on the island in January, aiming to increase pressure on Havana. While the U.S. and Cuban officials are holding high-level talks, the blockade is making daily life harder for ordinary Cubans. Reporting from Havana, Ed Augustin.
Joana Hola distributes free medicine to people in need. When living conditions for most Cubans began to deteriorate a few years ago, she and other entrepreneurs used their own money to found Footprints, a humanitarian organization.
We don't belong to any state or private institution, but we're all Cubans, and that means we can't be indifferent to so much suffering.
But now, both her business and her humanitarian work have ground to a halt. That's because since late January, US President Donald Trump has imposed an effective oil blockade on the island.
Cuba has an economy.
The Trump administration hopes that by depriving the island of fuel, it will overthrow the Communist Party, or at least force the nation to become more economically dependent on the US. The policy is hurting the most vulnerable. Joana can no longer fill up her car to make deliveries. Boxes of vital medicine are gathering dust. The effects are evident across Cuba. Hospitals are working with skeleton staff because public transport has been cut. Thousands of surgeries have been suspended. Washington is attacking the very infrastructure that sustains life for the 9 to 10 million Cubans that live on this island. It's not only electricity, it's not only transport, it's drinking water, it's refuse collection, it's even hospitals. And some health experts warn that infant mortality rates are very likely already increasing. Last week, President Trump said there might be a friendly takeover of the island. On Monday, he had a new formulation.
Not much. I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba. That'd be good honor. It's a big honor.
Deputy Prime Minister Oscar Perez Oliva Fraga on Monday said Cubans living abroad, including in Florida, will soon be able to make direct investments in Cuba's growing private sector. A move seen by some as a gesture to Washington.
They can participate in and own businesses in Cuba. This is one of the things we're announcing.
Cuba's national power grid collapsed on Monday, but even when the grid's up and running, Joana spends more than 16 hours a day without electricity. Her humanitarian work is needed more than ever, but without fuel, there's not much she can do.
I ask myself, are they making us live like this for democracy, or are they forcing us to live in this way in the name of freedom? Because it's truly brutal. It is inhumane and cruel.
Across this island under siege, many are asking just how far the US will go. Ed Augustin, Al Jazeera, Havana.
Moving now to international news, the United Nations Security Council gathered for private talks on Thursday night to discuss the Middle East. Energy security and the impact on member countries were key topics, with Bahrain voicing concern over dangerous developments in the region. This report from Gabriel Elizondo.
It was a closed-door meeting of the Security Council called by Bahrain, one of the elected members of the Council. It was an emergency meeting to deal with the situation in the Middle East. After the meeting concluded, the Bahraini ambassador told us this.
These dangerous developments are a result of, cowardly attacks by Iran, which started on the February 28 and continue to target member states of the Gulf Cooperation Council and Jordan and other brotherly countries. During the meeting, we and along with many council members stressed the need for compliance by Iran to its obligation under international law, and we called for the implementation of Resolution 2817, which demands that Iran immediately cease all attacks against our countries.
There's some talk about a potential new Security Council resolution on Iran's attacks on the Gulf countries, but it's unclear what might be in that resolution and when it might go to the Council for a vote. Gabriel Zondo.
Health officials in the UK say there are now 29 confirmed or suspected cases of meningitis linked to the Kent outbreak. The family of an 18-year-old victim urged authorities to offer a vaccine to teenagers and young adults. Juliet Kenny died on March 14th, the day after she started showing symptoms, her father said. The outbreak was first announced publicly on March 13th, with local nightclub Chemistry linked to a number of cases. People have been queuing at the University of Kent to get vaccinations. Over 2,000 vaccines and nearly 10,000 antibiotics have been given out so far.
Well, 29 cases now believed to be part of this outbreak. That is actually 2 higher than yesterday. I think some really important news from the UK Health Security Agency, which may be reassuring to the hundreds of students who are in the queue behind me waiting to get a vaccination, and that is they have been analysing this particular strain of meningitis B, and they do believe that the vaccine that is being offered here at a sports centre that has now become a clinic will be effective against this particular strain. I've been speaking to people in the queue and telling them that, and they say that is reassuring. They say they want to be protected. That's the thing they were hoping to hear from health officials. Now, analysis is still continuing. It's believed that variations of this strain have been circulating in the UK for around 5 years, but details of it are also being sent to international partners to help with the analysis, and they will want to get further details. But speaking to people in the queue, they just want to be protected. And yesterday, the Health Secretary came here and announced a massive expansion of the vaccination programme, and that's certainly reflected in the numbers you can see here. So it's been open to some sixth form students if they have confirmed cases in their schools. It's been opened up to pretty much every student and staff member at the University of Kent, some students at a second university in the city, and anyone who went to a nightclub called Club Chemistry from the 5th until the 15th when it closed voluntarily. Now, looking at that queue, you only really get a sense of part of it because it stretches right back, and we were speaking to one staff member and he reckoned it stretched for 3/4 of a mile. Now, thousands of people have already been vaccinated. They've got many more vaccines available today. They're also opening up other vaccine centres, one in Canterbury, one in Ashford and one in Faversham. But the demand is going to be huge today, and I think that's going to continue in the coming days as more and more people say we need to get protected.
A reminder of our headlines right after this. And now for a recap of the headlines. Carnival-like atmosphere sweeps Grenville as St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School celebrates their double bubble victory. St. Patrick's family homeless after house fire. Government to launch public employment agency. Prime Minister calls for private sector readiness ahead of Spice Mass 2026. In the region, U.S. oil blockade deepens Cuba's fuel crisis. Internationally, UN Security Council meets as Bahrain warns of Middle East risks. In sports, a double-header set for the bowl-off of inter-sector cricket next week, while the Spice Girls in early preparation to clash against Caymans. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. I am Diedra Sealey. That's all from us tonight. We'll see you again. Good night.